Hey everyone, it's Vinyl. Welcome back to my scuffed Spider-Man gameplay. Obviously without audio once again. We're gonna start off talking to Harry at the Emily Osborne or Emily May Foundation. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, we're cool dudes. We're bros. I accept, even though life things exist, and I got this cool fireworks show, which is always pretty badass. Then we show up, and this guy throws a beer bottle, and he answers a cloaked facility. You kick some ass. You really kick ass in this part. Jesus, you just wallop kids for a while. After that, you follow a little I don't know what they call it in this game. Talon drones, birds, mud dudes, to a base. You actually get a pretty cool base section. I really like this base. It reminds me of Sunset Overdrive, the one area, funnily enough, which is another one of Insomniac's games. So that was kind of a cool little thing for me. It teaches some stealth stuff. You do some stealth. Pretty neat overall. And then you just kind of beat ass for a while. Like, you do a lot of ass beating in this game. They teach you about the web lines, which is pretty cool. These things are really useful, actually. I'm going to do a swinging video soon. You'll see what I mean. But, they're super overpowered. They make stealth, like, trivial. Like, how easy it becomes with web lines. It's actually kind of hilarious, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I really do enjoy the web lines. I think they're pretty cool. Then after, some more stealth, you look in Craven's lab and find that he's studying Martin Lee, and he's studying all the villains, actually, to try and learn the best ways to kill them. Which, I mean, kind of seems counterintuitive. Like, if you want, like, a good hunt, right, shouldn't you not know what's going on? So it's kind of like a fight where it's like he doesn't know you, you don't know him, you kind of just box each other out. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just insane. But that's my opinion. I think Craven's a little dumb little idiot if he wants to die so bad, But I guess he wants it to be worthy, and that's probably how he treated his early prey in life. Then after that, you just beat ass, man. You do Spider-Man special, and you just kick ass for a while. Then you do some clicking clacking on some computer, and you deal with a dog. You meet the dogs. The dogs suck, man, but they're not as bad as Miyazaki's dogs, so it's okay. Cause any dogs from Elden Ring or Dark Souls pretty much make me want to hang myself. But you beat ass. A lot of ass beating in this game. As expected from Spider-Man, you really just beat ass. There's no other way to put it, really. Like, I was trying to find other ways to say it, and you can't. That's just what you do, man. It gets better. You go back to the little clicky-clacky computer, and you see that he's actually, you think he's putting together a team, but then again, you get this really cool cutscene where he may or may not rip off Scorpion's tail and then kill him. Yeah, no, he absolutely murders this poor guy. I didn't think we would kill Scorpion of all people, but hey, you know what? I didn't really care to have him back, so you know what? It's okay. He's dead. I'm surprised he didn't try to fight Rhino. I kind of forget what happened to Rhino, so maybe he's dead. I don't remember. But then you remember, oh hey, Felicia. Black Cat. You can't do that though, because Peter's a little too horny for that. So Miles gets sent to go deal with Felicia, and you get pretty cool mission here. Actually, you analyze some areas. You do some little lookies and look at some stashes and some scratch marks, and then they decide, oh hey, look at you found one of her stashes. Guess what that means? It means you are gonna go open another stash. And you know what that stash is gonna have? A ticket to hell, more like a postcard, but same thing. And also a cool book for Doctor Strange magic, so that's always fun. Then you meet man, I'm really trying to do this in one take, so it's going. But you do some stealth before you meet her at the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is where she is getting the fun little Doctor Strange magic from. So you kick some. You really murder people, and then I can't talk. And then she tries to use the magic wand, doesn't work, but then eventually it does work. I don't know why I cut this part out, but it starts working, and then you chase her, and probably one of the coolest chase sequences I've ever dealt with. Like, it's pretty neat to just swing around and chase her through the city, chase her through all the portals. Some pretty cool interactions going through helicopters. The Arctic one is coming up. Just hold on. Yeah, you get a pretty cool one going through building as well. The train shows up. It gets pretty dicey for a while. It's actually a really cool section. I really love this section. Oh yeah, and then there's that really cool section where you go into the Arctic that I've definitely not been hinting at for the past like 15 seconds. But you know, you hit into the Arctic, and it's a really cool area actually. It looks really pretty. It kind of proves that Insomniac could definitely do more. Then Black Cat hops in a ship. You just pile drive that thing with your face. I find that really funny. And then you know, you say Peter was right. You know, care about yourself, and she reveals that she has a girlfriend in Paris, or in hell, I mean in Paris, same place. And then you know what you do. Said it a million times. I'm not gonna say it again. Do this for a long time. Like, it is a stupid amount of fighting you do in this section. You really fight for a long time. Like a little too long, in my opinion. I think it was like 10 seconds there of just sped up footage because of how long you fight. But then you use the magic portal master to open a portal to hell, I mean Paris. And then she goes through so she can see her wonderful girlfriend. You know, and you get this nice cutscene, and you know, I wish she didn't leave. I'm not gonna say why, but I wish she didn't leave. You know, she heads in and she says thanks, and then leaves you with the cool little butt plug magic wand thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. And then you go on your merry way, but unfortunately for you, the guy himself, Wong, takes your magic little thing when you try to go talk to Lee, because you are kind of a loser, bro. Like Miles in this game, he's too obsessed. He's kind of bland because all he cares about is Lee. You know, Wong takes it as he should. Steals the fun little staff, and then you end up in Coney Island. Ooh, and you meet Mysterio, or Quentin Beck. I kind of like how the villains are trying to reform themselves, and you're meeting them doing their own things. It's actually a really interesting concept, in my opinion. For the Spider-Man universe, usually the villains just stick around. Then you go through this section as Miles, and you do one of the most interesting things. I never thought I would ever do this in a Spider-Man game. You get to don a cool little Mysterio suit. I wouldn't really call it that cool, but I like the helmet. The helmet's cool. And then you play a rhythm game. You heard me right. You play a fucking rhythm game in Spider-Man. And I want you to guess what we do after this one. Everybody tune in. Guess. Make it here. You're right. We beat ass. We should. Yeah, you fight because it's supposed to be off of like your wants or whatever, and since you want to be a DJ, you're doing that. But then suddenly, Mr. Lee shows up, and you got to box him out like a fish. Even though you just box his minions out like a fish. Really cool section here. Actually, I really like the arena. Also, it was a really neat touch that you could throw the buttons. I thought that was really awesome, actually. And you literally eject out of the Mysterium after that section. I found that really interesting. I'm surprised I've been able to talk for this long. But you meet Harry as Miles, which is cool. You know, your one interaction. And you talk about the new job, and Miles is worried about that. But, you know, you're Peter, so you're not. You don't care. Then you get this awesome carnival section. I enjoyed it. Some people didn't, but I did. You just kind of get to go through and play all the carnival games. I thought it was kind of a neat idea. Instead of like, you know, it's bland, but at the same time, it's not bland because it's not something you usually do. It's a nice way to look at Peter's life instead of just being Spider-Man the whole time. Just getting sections like this. Tombstone is back, and he is a cool mechanic guy at Coney Island, the go-kart, which is actually a pretty cool job for him. I actually like Tombstone, and I think it's really cool he does more. If you do all of it, you get these awesome prizes, and in peak fiction fashion, you get to continue to wear it until you get to this area, and then you have to be normal while you ride the roller coaster, which the roller coaster section was okay. Nothing really special. You go to a Ferris wheel as well, and you guys kind of just chat out. Got some really cute sections of the fireworks with these two little mongrels over here. And then Craven shows up. Spoiler. No. But he shows up to deal with Tombstone because he wants Tombstone, because Tombstone's a badass. He doesn't care about going back though. And then in true peak fiction fashion, you get to wear your awesome prize as Spider-Man. I actually really found that found that comedic, so I was really happy about that. Especially in my suit, I think it just looks really funny. You kind of look like a fucking, I don't know, like a super cowboy. It's kind of sick. I don't know. I liked it. And then yeah, you fight. You get some really cool arenas here. I actually really like the Coney Island like area. I wish there were like crimes that happened there, especially like the race tracks. I thought was super cool. They rope up Tombstone and they rope you up, and they're ready to take Tombstone away without you because they don't care about you. But then obviously you're Spider-Man, so continue to just hammer them in. Then you have to go help these people. How am I still talking? I'm just rambling. You have to go help these people because a thing fell, and going on a roller coaster onto nothing, not a pleasant experience, I would say. So you do get to save those two people, but then everybody else almost dies. But obviously, you're that guy. So you're trying to save now 2 cards. You're a little special, but you do your best, and then you almost don't do it. And this is actually a really cool moment for me right here when he says, "I'm sorry." Like, he apologizes because he doesn't think he's going to pull it off. And then obviously the man himself, the symbiotic menace, even though he's not a menace yet, Harry Osborn with Venom attached to him, he shows up. I don't know. It's cool. It was a really good entrance. He learns that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And then they swing off into the sunset and have a bait. Then they talk about how Harry has this definitely an exosuit power, and Peter Parker is Spider-Man. You try to do some tests at a lab, but that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am out of time speedrunning this outro. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.